Well, hello there. How are you doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well, and if not, I'm very sorry, but maybe this video will maybe put a little smile on your face, maybe even just a little smirk. Maybe, you never know. But seriously, I hope you guys are doing well, and this one is another Sidemen React video. This one is the strangest things people find in their backyards, which is crazy to me because there's some crazy stuff that people have found in their backyards. Like ones that could like come up in the top of my head is like people found dinosaur bones or like war stuff maybe. Well, I don't know. Well, I guess yeah, like war stuff like bullets or like maybe name tag or something like that, you know. It's just right over there in your backyard. You're like, what in the same hell is this? Ooh, wait. Well, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that accent was. I don't know what it is. Oh, lordy lord. I'm just, you never know what you're going to get with me. No, like, you just never know. You never know what accent you're going to get. You never know, like, just what crazy mood I'm going to be in. You just never know. It's kind of crazy. It's like a little box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. I'm going to stop now. Okay. So yeah, let's get into this video right now.
You know, say a lot about these cheaters, but they're no paedophiles. I rate that.
What the?
Welcome back to Sidemen Reacts. Today, myself, Cody, Josh, and Harry are reacting to the strangest things people found in their backyard.
In the backyard.
Not a metaphor for the bum.
Oh my god.
Good video, to be fair,
you found in your bum.
That'd be a good video to watch.
You found that in his?
No.
Oh,
he paid that 50 quid and get paid for it.
Did I hear what I think I heard? Hold on. Hold on.
That'd be a good video to watch.
JJ had a grape in his, right?
You found that in his?
No.
Oh my
He paid that 50 quid and
lord.
get paid for it.
Oh, okay.
Alright. This is actual backyard, okay?
From Hollywood
remember that
actresses to
story.
real life cheetahs, here are 12 of the strangest things found in people's backyards.
There's got to be like hidden treasure or something, right?
That's what I was thinking.
Gas that happened, yeah.
Right?
Number 12, cash in a bag.
Oh, there we
In
go.
August 2011, Wayne Sabaj, a
Wait a
51-year-old unemployed carpenter from Illinois, was picking broccoli in his backyard garden when he found 100 and
Does broccoli grow out the ground, or does it grow off a tree?
At the ground?
Yeah, he said it. So.
Why was it out of the ground?
You know what I mean? Is it like
I don't even
cabbage?
get why did you say
Yeah,
that?
yeah, exactly. Why?
Oh, it is like a cabbage. I don't know. I was just intrigued.
Out the ground.
On the tree.
It grows out the ground, boys. I'll have you know. It grows out the ground.
He found over $100,000.
he reported the discovery to the police with
What?
the understanding that
No.
if the money was not claimed by anyone else by the end of 2012, it would be his. Would you have done the same?
Wait, he-
Soon after,
No,
87-year-old
probably
Sabaj's
not.
neighbor, Dolores Johnson, claimed the money, saying that she had got
Probably
rid
is.
of the money because it was cursed. The court gave a part of the money to Johnson's daughter, with a portion of it set to go to Sabaj as a reward. However, Sabaj died just 10 days before receiving the prize from complications from diabetes.
Because the money's
Dolores
cursed.
Money is
Johnson
cursed.
also died before she could claim the money, making people wonder if she was right about that curse.
I'd have just kept it, bro. No question asked.
Another interesting twist is that a local store owner filed a claim for the money, saying the same amount was stolen from his store in 2010. However, half of the money went to Johnson's daughter and the other half to Sabaj's son. As far as anyone knows, the pair lived to enjoy their prize.
Oh, well, there we go.
Oh, okay.
I ain't saying that to the police.
Yeah, fuck that.
Number 11, human remains.
Oh
In
god, that's
2011,
terrifying.
Don Selby in Salt Lake City, Utah, was working with his crew in a homeowner's yard.
Oh,
Some
no.
reports say they were digging out a water main, while other reports suggest they were digging up a pond. Whatever, either way, they made a gruesome discovery. Human bones. Frightened by the unexpected find, he called the police. When physical anthropologists from the state got to the scene, they uncovered the skeletal remains of an adult, but no head. Later, when Selby tried to continue work, he found the skeleton's skull. Results concluded that the bones were not of a recent murder, but once belonged to a Fremont Indian who lived in Utah about 1,000 years ago.
Jeez.
Over the past 10 to
There's so many
15
bodies
years,
on the
similar finds have
ground.
been uncovered in the
Oh, I wouldn't
area.
doubt it.
Plans were made to test to see if they can be traced to a modern tribe, and all local tribes were to be contacted. According to law, if a tribe wishes to claim the remains and rebury the person, they may.
Should we do that for a Sidemen video? Claim remains and throw them like a funeral? Was that a bit?
Claim, we're not a tribe.
Harry!
You can't claim remains of a
What?
random person.
Yeah, you
Right,
can't just
good.
say, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Sidemen property
Yeah, we can
now.
say that was part of the Sidemen clan.
Yeah, like an OG, a long lost OG.
Oh my
They played
god.
GTA with us back in the
It's
day.
our Sidemen ancestors before us.
We've run out of video ideas, boys. We need something.
Number 10, Bronze Age headstone. When amateur historian Stephen Davis from England began researching the history of his
England.
house, he came across a reference to an ancient stone called the Horse Stone near Stroud, which had been lost for 350 years.
Eating twigs.
I don't know what
18
he's
months
in.
after starting an active search for the stone in 1987, it turns out it was in Davis's own backyard, covered completely with ivy.
I'm gonna ask, right? I'm gonna sound like an idiot. What's a headstone?
The thing when you die, right? When you
thing
get
that
buried,
stands
it's
over
the
your grave.
stone of your grave.
A gravestone.
Yeah, that one. So the one that says Simon Minter. Hi again, it's me. 992.
Yes! Yes, I want Simon's
Same thing.
gravestone to be there.
Same thing.
They're the same thing. So why have they said headstone?
I think it's
Goes by your
American.
head.
What if they accidentally bury you the wrong way around?
Feet stone.
Footstone.
I hate you guys.
The first mention of the stone was in a legal document written in the 12th century.
Grealish.
And the last mention was in a tax record from the 17th century.
Just
It's
slick back
believed to have
hair.
marked a burial plot from the
Highlights.
Bronze Age and dates back to about 2500
Well, that
BC. Number 9, loaded
That headstone was
machine gun.
different.
What? That has to be a murder weapon.
Between his garage and the fence, he found a plastic bag containing a pillowcase. This is always a bad sign. When
Yeah.
he looked inside, to his
Jesus.
surprise, there was a fully loaded machine gun.
Yo, if you just claim that you found a weapon,
I was
is
about
that
to
not
say
a good
this,
way
yeah.
to get rid of a murder weapon? Like, oh, I just
Not if
found
your
this in my
prints
back
are on it.
garden.
Has
Well,
your
yeah.
prints on it because you picked it up.
Yeah, I picked it out of the ground, so it's got my prints on it.
They'll do some detective work and realise it was fired X amount of days ago, therefore.
And they'll find your garms and they'll have like some gunpowder residue on it or some shit, aren't they?
They're sneaky, those policemen. They always figure some stuff out.
And now for number 8. But first, be sure to subscribe
To
if you're
Simon
new
Reacts.
here.
Yes! Go subscribe to Simon
They will
Reacts.
kill you.
Oh
Number
god.
8, 1700
That's
cemetery.
terrifying.
Some people say that New Orleans is built over
found
the
a
dead,
whole
and it
cemetery,
seems
speaking
that
of.
way with its plethora of cemeteries. When Vincent Marcello from New Orleans, Louisiana, decided to dig a
New
plot
crops.
in his backyard for a swimming pool,
They're kind of dope.
Yeah, I'm pretty far, you know.
he ended up discovering a historic cemetery dating back to the 1700s.
Jeez.
The workers unearthed 13 caskets with human remains. The caskets were stacked one on top of the other underground
Look at all those headstones.
at the property that used to be St. Peter
Damn it,
Cemetery
Josh.
before it was closed down due to overcrowding.
I was thinking this the other day. I was thinking about this. So you know, graveyards.
This is at Chris's shoot. You asked us this.
Yeah. Like at what point? Like so there's a graveyard near my house in London, and it's in a like the land it's on is got to be worth like hundreds of millions, billions. Like it's a prime spot in London. At what point they'd be like.
They might have stopped. They probably stopped putting bodies in there, and then after X amount of years, it'll be a case of like you can get cleared.
Yeah.
Cleared?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
because,
at some point you've got to do
yeah,
it,
like
right?
because obviously there's like if you go to a cemetery, you'll see that there's like gravestones from maybe like the 1800s, but there's none from before that most of the time because they just clear space eventually.
Do they?
Isn't that mad?
Eventually, like
Do
imagine
they?
like in 2400, like whatever year it is, like you can't have 18, but like bodies from 1800. It won't happen.
At what point
Isn't
do
that
they
mad?
start just ejecting them into space?
Like 100 years, and you're just like, yeah, calm. You.
Like, you've
Well,
had your
done
time.
then.
You've had your
You've
rest.
had your
you've
time.
had-
Yeah.
Yeah.
100
It's
years
kinda
is
weird,
a
isn't
good
it?
enough sleep. Get out.
I've always kind of wondered that
Do skeleton
too.
bones decompose? No, they can't. 'Cause 1,000 years, same thing.
And they're in a casket.
Yeah.
Who knows, boys? Who knows? Let us know in the
I,
comments.
yeah, if you know, because
I'm actually curious now.
I'm Googling it.
Football pitch.
God damn it,
It's what they would have
Simon.
wanted.
Still a better atmosphere than Emirates. Sorry.
Wow.
Number 7, a Hollywood actress. In 1996, 47-year-old Canadian-born actress
She's 47, mate. She looks about 96.
was found in someone's backyard in Glendale, California. The
What?
actress, who was battling health and financial problems at the time, had been missing for 3 days before she was found. She was supposed to have flown to Arizona from Los Angeles to teach a class. However, when she didn't arrive, her manager filed a missing persons report.
So what? She was just chilling in someone's garden.
Was it her own garden?
I don't know if it counts as chilling.
Well, she did.
They found her remains.
They say they found her
I
remains.
thought
Yeah.
she was alive.
I was like, no. Like,
She actually was just in a garden. Yeah, maybe.
Wait, did they not find her remains?
I don't know.
Was found in someone's backyard
she's
in
alive. She's
Glendale,
kicking.
California.
Yeah, because that's an older photo of her. That was an older photo of her, wasn't it?
oh, wait.
Okay, so she wasn't 46 in that picture.
No.
Yeah, that was bamboozled me for a bit.
According to the police, she was frightened and paranoid, wearing dirty clothes and missing some teeth. Her paranoia
Mad.
was centered around her ex-husband, who she claimed was the head of the CIA and was out to get her. She had even cut her hair with a razor blade in an attempt to hide. Doctors later diagnosed her with bipolar disorder and placed her in psychiatric care where she made a complete recovery. Today, Margot Kidder is a spokeswoman for the mentally ill.
Okay, fair enough. I thought that was over.
Definitely not her remains then.
Yeah, okay. Simon threw me off. I was like, wait, what?
Number 6, church bells. In 2013, a man from the Czech Republic
He's got poo on him.
KSI
Oh
the
my-
camping video.
That's how he licks ass.
Oh, no,
dug up his
gross.
backyard to install some pipes when he stumbled across some unusual metal objects. Just as a side note, always call the city before you start digging deep in your backyard. After excavation, he found out it was 2 large church bells about 400 years old, and those things are huge. Later, it turned out that the bells had been stolen 11 years earlier from a nearby church.
I won't lie, if I ever found something cool like that in my back garden, I'm not telling anyone, I'm just keeping it for my family.
He found a bell.
It's not something you could just hide.
You'd definitely tell people as well. You'd say it on stream or something. You're like, lads, I found this.
You like look
Yeah,
at
that's it.
garden.
on the clip channel. Look, boys, look what I found. WTS finds a giant bell in garden.
The bottom lip out and the hands are up.
Doctor shows his giant bell live on stream.
Oh my.
Number 5, Mastodon
no.
Bones. In 2012,
What's
2
a
boys
mastodon?
named Eric and
Yeah.
Andrew from Detroit, Michigan were building a dam in the creek that flows
the
through their
answers to this one.
backyard when Eric saw a strange-looking rock sticking up from the ground.
what's that little
Eric
fossil
thought it
thing?
was a rock, but his cousin Andrew immediately recognized it as an animal bone. Eric's father, an internal medicine doctor, confirmed Andrew's assessment. The family called in a
Yes,
paleontologist
yes.
from the Cranbrook Institute of Science in Bloomfield
It's a
Hills,
Cranbrook,
who
that's a
later
private
authenticated
school.
the bone as an axis or neck bone from a mastodon some 13,000 years old.
Jeez.
Pretty cool, right? This is not the
Yeah.
first such
What is
find in
it?
Michigan. In 2015, a contractor working on a client's
It's a
property
dinosaur, what do you
discovered 22
mean?
bones.
Isn't it those like long
Scientists
neck
determined they
thing?
belonged
Oh.
to a 37-year-old
Never
male
mind, it's that.
mastodon
Oh,
who walked the Michigan
Oh.
area some 14,000 years ago.
Ice Age.
Like a big old horse.
What?
Is it dog? Is it
It
dog?
is a dog.
Back on it.
Yeah,
Mammoth.
yeah. I was gonna
Yeah,
say, what's
yeah.
no,
It's a mammoth.
I see. No, I don't know what's a horse.
I thought you were just memeing. That's why I said, is it a dog? I thought you were just straight memeing. That's like, alright, cool. Is it horse?
That's it, it's a
Number
horse.
4, meteorites. The chances of you finding a piece of meteorite in your backyard is pretty small, let alone a
Really?
meteorite hitting your house 6 times in a row.
Huh?
But that is exactly what happened to Radivog Lahi.
6
That is not a
times.
meteorite. That
This
is
is
a
a
rock.
rock.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
rock, but
embarrassing.
It looks like the man's property, for some reason, attracts space rocks. The man even thinks that it might be aliens trying to bombard his house. Lahij sold
Yeah,
one of his meteorites to pay to reinforce his roof against future attacks. He might have to move. Scientists are studying the property to see if it has any special magnetic properties. Pretty crazy, huh?
yeah, pretty crazy, bruh.
Number 3, World War II bombs. During World War II, there was a bombing range called Pine Castle Range. Now, thousands of homes have been built along the northern side of
Is
the
that
12,000-acre area.
This
that
is
does not
terrifying.
seem
Yeah,
safe.
this is crazy.
There's loads in London, you know. There's so many like under the streets and stuff. They keep finding them. They're building like the tubes and stuff.
As in, like, they find the shells or they find a
No,
bomb?
no, no.
Sometimes they're
find, like,
undetonated and they close off area. Me and JJ were somewhere. When we went to get our jabs for Nigeria, they kicked us out the doctor's place because they found the bomb like round the corner, so they evacuated everyone.
3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago in Exeter, they had to evacuate like 3,000 homes, and it was like a non-detonated one, so they had to explode it safely.
Yeah.
Mad.
Like there's a whole video of it where they just like evacuate the whole area,
It's like a little robot with like a tracks on it and it's little arms.
and they cover loads of dirt or like they put like mounds of like I guess
Yeah.
dirt over it, so it just like keeps it underground.
Mad.
Were discovered in 2007 near the running track of a local middle school.
Oh,
Kind of
God.
dangerous.
Kind of dangerous.
It's a good
So
challenge where we have like a bomb in the
dangerous.
distance.
Sorry.
And we have to hit it with a football. Time to smash it.
Simon.
In In 2008, the Army Corps of Engineering launched a multi-million-dollar, large-scale cleanup of the area, eventually finding around 400 pieces of unexploded weapons. Number 2, a
Damn.
whale
Goddamn.
fossil. In 1978,
It's not a whale.
17-year-old Gary Johnson from Palos Verdes, California,
He found a baseball and thought it was a whale.
noticed a large rock
damn it.
sticking out of a hill between his house and a neighbor's. It appeared to have a bone pattern. Johnson called in an expert to evaluate it. He said it had no value. The stone sat in the ground for over 35 years until February 2014, when Johnson was watching the news and saw a huge piece of a 12-million-year-old sperm whale skull found just a few hundred yards away from where he had found the stone. Johnson called another expert, a paleontologist at the Natural History Museum. This time, he was lucky. The paleontologist estimated the fossil to be the 14 to 16 million-year-old jaw, skull, and baleen of a very rare baleen whale. Baleen whale fossils are very rare, with only
get
about
paid for it.
20 known specimens in the entire world.
Interesting.
Yeah, do you get paid if you find a fossil?
I don't know.
Surely.
I don't know.
I reckon
No.
no.
Where's
It's
it
not
finders
yours.
keepers?
Finders keepers, man.
Yeah, like, if I find a fossil, it's my fucking fossil, mate. Like,
I
I'm not
didn't.
saying I'm-
Harry versus Natural History Museum.
Yeah.
Fucking fossil.
It is, bro. I found a fossil. Where did you find it?
Would the paleontologist
What are
not be
we,
the one that gets
six?
paid? Because they're the one that's like.
They just
Identify
verify it
it,
though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
but-
thing.
Yeah,
Like,
because without that, Harry thinks it's a stone.
I could just,
Yeah.
I could claim it's a family heirloom. Like it's been passed down for thousands of generations, mate.
Your family just owned a whale.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, many moons ago, my friend.
Wow.
For generations, they've passed down this rock. Oh, how they can't disprove it? I'm getting paid.
Number one,
one.
a cheetah.
He found Dream in his back garden. That's kind of mad.
No.
Oh.
I get
not a good
it.
idea.
Oh.
So I'm waiting on the microphone. I'm joking.
Cancel Harry. Cancel him.
In 2008, 9-year-old Toby from Hamerton in the UK ran to his mother shouting that there was a cheetah in the garden. His mother dismissed his claims as childhood excitement, clearly. I mean, it's the UK. That is, until Julianne Taylor looked out of the kitchen window. To her astonishment, she realized her son wasn't joking. Toby had been playing in the backyard with his bicycle when he suddenly
Yeah, me
saw
and my
the
back.
African big cat.
Oh,
or rather,
God.
the big cat saw him. Toby ran the 40 feet to safety, and luckily the cheetah had no interest in little boys.
Did you really have to phrase it that way? Why? Why? No, God.
The 6
damn
foot long
it.
predator had escaped from a nearby animal sanctuary.
You know, say a lot about these cheaters, but no paedophiles. I rate that.
God damn it.
The incident terrified poor Toby because really, no one expects to come upon a cheetah in England.
Yeah,
Although,
you know
if
you're not
look into
wrong.
It happens more often than you might think.
Harry thumbnail, that is.
The keepers played down the incident, saying that Akia was as tame as a dog since he had been raised by humans since he was a baby. At least it wasn't the beast
fuck
of
is
Dartmoor.
It's still a
Thanks
wild
for watching.
animal.
What was that at the end?
What has it just ended with?
Like, what a weird thing to do. Yeah, at least what's this?
Just a way to give the kids nightmares at the end.
Yeah, basically.
Watch out.
Don't worry, the cheater's not a nonce.
God damn
At least
it.
it wasn't the beast of Dartmoor.
What the frick? See, that's the thing about wild animals. It's still technically a wild animal, no matter if you raised it from a cub, like if it's been raised by humans, it's still a wild animal. It still has natural instincts. Like there's no literal guarantee that this animal is going to, you know, I mean, granted, yes, I know there are times that, yes, if it's been tame its whole life, but that's not always the instance for every animal because every animal is different. So, who knows? That could have been the day that the cheetah decided, hey, yo, what's that running? I want that. You know what I mean? Like, it could that could have been the day, and you just never know. That's what I'm saying. Like, just nope, just not for me. Just nope. But yeah, how did you guys enjoy this video? I'm trying to think which one I thought was the weirdest. You know, they weren't really that weird. And okay, so I know the thing says in your backyard, but a lot of these weren't really technically in their backyard. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I mean, granted, I guess it's the phrasing. I guess is more than what it is, but I really don't know. I'm getting the weirdest. I guess would be the World War II one, you know, where they had all the bombs and everything, and they had basically that's where everybody was living. I guess I would consider that the weirdest. Maybe, I don't know. my brain, I know. But let me know in the comments down below which one you thought was the strangest thing. So let me know in the comments down below which one you thought was the weirdest thing found in someone's backyard or found in your backyard, whatever English. And thank you guys so much. You guys are the freaking best. I love you all, and I cannot wait to see all you beautiful, wonderful people in my next video. All right, bye.